Listen, I'm not just some dreadhead telling you to rub some crystals together and align your chakras. All right, this isn't some spiritual law of attraction video on how to manifest wealth through good vibes. Just hear me out, all right? Because this doesn't just apply to money, it applies to life. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial, tax, or legal professional. Nothing in this video is advice. Always consult with a qualified licensed expert before making any financial decisions. Now, it's true, whatever you focus on, you attract. The secret is real, but not in the magical way it's sold, but in a biological way, and it's evident in every person you meet. Think about it. Why do people's personalities match their attitudes? The way they dress, the way they speak, their hobbies. It's not a coincidence, it's conditioning. Because your thoughts become your beliefs. And your beliefs become the words you speak. The words you speak become the actions that you take. And those actions become small subconscious habits that compound over time to shape your reality. Think of it this way. You know your For You page, the content that gets recommended to you on things like Instagram and TikTok? The more you engage with a certain type of content, workout videos, pranks, cars, whatever, the more those videos show up. That's the algorithm responding to your behavior. What you watch, what you like, what you repeat. Now apply that to life. Your thoughts and your actions are your engagement. And your feed is your reality. It's small subconscious habits repeated and reinforced every day. If your mental feed is full of impulse, excuses, and justifications, life's going to keep serving you more of those things. But if you start feeding it discipline, frugality, patience, intention, then before you know it, your algorithm, your reality starts to shift. So the real question is, what are you manifesting? It's what are you subconsciously reinforcing every day? Because most of us don't even realize we're doing it. We're feeding our reality the same way we feed the algo. Same thoughts, same habits, same rationalizations. It reminds me of an interview I saw with Wall Street Trapper where he said something like, you made $50,000 last year, working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, and it's been a couple months into the year already, and you're doing what? The same things last year? But for some reason you're like, yo, I'm going from 50 to 100. Well, how's that possible? How, if you're still doing the same thing? If you want change, you have to change. It's not just going to poof happen. The extra 50 is not just going to drop in your pocket without doing anything. See, the truth is, everything you do is building something. Every choice is either reinforcing who you've been or building who you want to become. So let me ask you this. Think about your past week. How many times did you buy something when you knew it wasn't necessary? How many times did you get anxious checking your balance? That stuff compounds. And the worst part is, it doesn't hurt right away. It feels small and insignificant, but every one of those choices is reinforcing a version of you who stays stuck, and eventually that becomes your default. It's not that your mind's wired to be a spender. We all have that. Everyone likes buying things. It gives us a hit of dopamine. But the real problem is a lack of intention. If you don't direct your thoughts, your brain will default to whatever feels good. And what feels good is spending. But the good news is that same compounding system works both ways. You can control it to your advantage, saying no when you normally say yes, transferring money to your savings and leaving it there, asking, do I really need this, instead of just hitting checkout. It feels small and insignificant, like it won't change anything, but repeat it tomorrow and the day after and the day after, and your default starts to shift. And you're not trying to become someone you're not. Just train your brain to develop a new pattern. You're reinforcing a new subconscious quietly day by day. It doesn't happen by flipping a switch. It happens by feeding the algorithm intently. That's how habits compound. That's how you manifest. And it starts with your thoughts, your beliefs, transferring to your words and your actions. And that's exactly why I don't sell a course or budget templates, because if it was just information, you could Google your way out of it. But it's all about finding your real starting point. Not just your income and your bills, but your mental habits, your patterns, your beliefs. We don't build wealth by trying to pretend to be someone we're not. In fact, most people are broke trying to pretend to be richer than they are. But no, we build wealth by finally seeing who we've been and choosing to evolve. Before we talk about investments or emergency funds or how to build passive income, we get clear on the person behind the money. That's the shift. That's where everything changes. So if you've been waiting for something to change, stop waiting. You're already manifesting. Just maybe not in the direction you want. So if you're ready to start changing, start at step 1. Click the link, find your financial starting point, and as always, you can't seek answers to questions you've never conceived. So subscribe, come along the journey, and we'll see you there.